Hello and welcome to a quick breakdown of the CitizenCon 2016 presentation. I'm going to avoid the stuff that we already knew back in the past. They went over quite a few of the old things that we already knew about 2.6 and 3.0, so I'll avoid that. We're just going to go quick and dirty, exactly what was new discussed. Communication Platform 2.0. We saw a demo of the new communication platform. This is going to be used in-game and via web platforms, phones, desktop apps, allowing a multi-platform game integration that will allow you to organise your org, have forums, have chats. It's like a mixture of Twitter with Facebook and all that sort of jazz, all plonked together for use in-game, but also out of game. There's also going to be VoIP in that as well, and that's going to have various uses. The idea is that it's going to have party management, a full friend system, all running through this, and a platform for Orgs 2.0, with a fully customizable set of tools for you to create your own forums and communal areas for your orgs and friends and all that sort of stuff. And the soon-to-be-released version of that will be the alpha browser version of that, allowing us to use the browser online on the RSI website to do some of that functionality. It will have global Star Citizen support, but also org support, and that will be forums, chat, messaging, friends, and search kind of features. After that, there will be game presence, so there will be. It will tell you where other people are, so they're at Polaris Sale, they're at Grimhex, and more customization options. And then the 6 to 8 week plan for features after that is the VoIP integration, which is going to be so important to Star Citizen, and all those other features as well. There was also a Polaris Sale revealed. Now, if you are a CitizenCon ticket holder, or if you're a concierge, or if you're a subscriber, you're able to get the Polaris Corvette for $625, although you can't use store credit for it. If you are not one of those ticket holders, or you want to use store credit, you'll have to purchase the Polaris for $750, if you indeed want a Polaris. And it is a ship that I'm not too interested in. Now that I've seen some more of it, it can only hold one light fighter or a support craft, that shows the Gladius in there, and I'm not really sure I like the look. It looks like a tip of a spear or an arrowhead, and it refers to it in the kind of literature that it is a spearhead. So there's some other military ships on sale as well, various packs, lots of military-based stuff for large fleets. Again, if you want to see more about the Polaris, I've done a separate video on that. I'll link that in the description. That gives a much better rundown than I've given them just there. They also showed a quite lengthy roadmap of what we're getting after 3.0. So they did say that the Urza Rover and the Aquila would be coming in 3.02, but in 3.1 we will be getting mining, refining and processing, quantum interdiction, so that's literally the stopping of ships, pulling them out of quantum drive, making sure they can't re-engage that, refueling, escort, lots of additional solar system locations. That's not other solar systems, that's locations within the current solar system. The Cutlass Red and Blue will be fireable. The Hull C will be in, the Prospector, and the Origin 885X, which is the little shuttle that comes with the 890 jump. The 3.2 patch will be for repair and salvage. This is also going to have covert operation missions for mercs. There's going to be more locations again. We're going to see the Constellation Taurus, the Constellation Phoenix, the Terrapin, the Harbinger, the Sentinel, and the Reclaimer, that big Reclaimer for those salvage mechanics. Nom nom nom. 3.3 is all going to be about farming and rescue. There's going to be even more locations. The farming mechanics are going to be in. The Carrack's going to be there. The 890 Jump's going to be there. The Banu Merchantman. Yes, the Banu Merchantman in 3.3. The Misk Reliant and all variants of the Misk Reliant. That's what we're talking about there, because obviously the Misk Reliant's already in. And 4.0 will be the one after 3.3. They sometimes jump when there's big changes, and the big changes there will be jump points. You're going to be able to travel to multiple systems. That's when the universe will start to feel like a universe rather than just a single system. That will be with exploration and discovery mechanics, science and research, the RSI Orion, and the Crucible. So that's actually quite big, and that's when I start to think that they might be considering pushing the game into a more beta type state. There was no Squadron 42 demo shown. It just isn't polished enough to shown, according to Chris, which is really annoying, because I really wanted that Squadron 42 demo, but it will be shown soon. It's nothing they're going to hold back on. They're just going to show it as soon as it's ready. But we did get to see an amazing showcase of what Planetary tech can do. They showed a planet called Lear 3, which will exist in the universe. We saw various biomes, savanna, plains, tundra, snowy mountains, trees. The general fidelity and quality of the planet is superb. The planet's orbit an actual star in game. There are weather systems, clouds, oceans. The experience is all a mixture of procedural generation and then them using powerful sculpting tools that an artist used from the Star Engine to make this planet look like it has here. In the demo, we can see the player land on the planet with his constellation Aquila. He is tracking a distress beacon as a mission, but can't land too close to that distress beacon as there's an environmental hazard there. This mechanic will encourage ground travel via the Ursa rover, amongst other vehicles, which we'll see in a minute. We also see the player change into different armour and grab a gun. He gets ambushed when he's driving around in the Ursa rover looking for the distress beacon. These like space nomads. He kills them, finds the distress beacon, which leads him to more distress beacons, and then he steals one of the nomads' dragonflies. He then goes to another escape pod, and eventually this mission of finding more escape pods leads him to a beautiful vista with a storm, a wrecked javelin, and a sandworm. The player infiltrates the wrecked javelin looking for the black box, and then gets caught in the storm, which is a beautiful piece. We see the inner thought system, amongst other things, for a melee takedown, lots of nomad AI murder, and then we see a gang of nomads on dragonflies arrive, but there's a sandworm there too, and cool explosions happen. It was pretty cool. I liked just the general showing of the various biomes and what the Planetary tech can do. I mean, the game looks amazing. It's so high quality for the large areas they're rendering, and none of it's faked. It's all simulated. It is a planet and universe simulator. After the demo, they showed how powerful and easy they are to use those tools. So those are the Planet Ed tools they use to create that planet. They can build a quick area in a few minutes. But then they show that they can use the editor as if they were playing in game as well. So the editors can jump in, they go to a planet where there's sulfur lakes. It's a super hot planet with mining equipment. They fly around in that before ending the demo near an Idris. They warp up to an Idris and then end the game. It was pretty awesome to see what the editor allows them to do. Jump in and game, edit. That's going to allow them to polish that game a lot. Anyway, it was kind of as simple as that for new stuff for CitizenCon 2016 presentation. It was the communication platform, the Polaris Sale with some other ships on sale as well, but the Polaris is the new one there, the roadmap up to 4.0, and the Procedural Planets version 2 demo and tools. Anyway, we will have a look very closely at Procedural Planets demo in a lot more detail very, very soon. Please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help me. Links in the description to all the VODs and stuff that you can watch of that presentation. It was quite boring in some places. They treated it much more like a tech expo when they were talking about some bits and bobs, and it was a little late. We had to wait a little bit longer than we wanted to. But overall, that Procedural Planets version 2 demo was worth the wait. It was beautiful and does make up for a lot of any disappointment with the Squadron 42 demo. Anyway, guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the verse.